Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter is Mr. Liam Key.
Got my name there.
Nearly did. Southampton 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Liam, it wasn't classic, it wasn't great. There were mistakes there, lots to work on, but the result was the most important thing. 3 points is massive. That's all that we needed.
Yeah, definitely. Wolves need to get a strong result in this game, and a win takes them a massive step forward to staying in the Premier League next season. This Southampton team, it's not nice to say, but you would imagine are doomed. They're done. They weren't very good today, even in the moments when they did have Wolves on the ropes a little bit. But Wolves also weren't at the best. Wolves started poorly, allowed Southampton into the game, scored a goal against the run of play, really. A really good goal. Bellegarde cross, Larson header. Great moment for him. He looked very relieved heading to a jubilant away end. And Wolves are in the ascendancy. They're pretty comfortable. They get a 2 minutes into the second half, and that was the chance to come out of first gear, score your third, your fourth, your fifth goal. They had chance after chance after chance that they spurned, they threw away. They were in first gear and didn't really grab the game by the scruff of the neck. And all it takes is half a chance. Dibbling hits the post, Onuachu follows up and scores, and Wolves are all of a sudden fighting against it. They managed to hang on. They defended quite well. I thought Sarr controlled his box pretty well. Agbadou was good. Totti Gomez was the best defender by far today. I thought he was fantastic. And Wolves got through and got the result. They'll have better performances going forward. I don't think we can criticise too much because the result was the major thing.
They weathered the storm, didn't they, at the start? They started the game poorly, they finished the game poorly, but really that 60 to 70 minutes in the middle, they dominated the game, and it was the perfect away day performance for many aspects. At the same time, like you say, especially when you bring the fresh legs on of Bellegarde, Sarabia, that breakaway 4-on-2 where Guedes it's a poor final ball, and then they come in, and you just think, my goodness, if they'd drawn this game today, it would have felt like a defeat. You know, they've got 3 points, and Ipswich, of course, have lost 4-2 as well at home today. It's a massive moving week for Wolves. Of course, Leicester still got to play Manchester United, but 9 points the gap now, 16 in the goal difference. This should be done, shouldn't it?
It should be. It's not only in Wolves' hands, it's theirs to throw away. I can't see any way they do throw it away, if I'm perfectly honest. I know it's difficult at this stage of the season to say that, with a few tricky games and important games to come, but Wolves are in a position now where if they threw it away, it'd be an absolute disaster, a travesty. I don't think they will. I think they're in a strong position. They will have to perform better than that.
Yes.
In some games coming up, West Ham at home the next game after a few weekends off now, they will have to perform much better than they have done there. And you mentioned those a couple of the counter opportunities. Bellegarde with one, that terrible cross. Vitor Pereira was furious at the sidelines. Guedes has 4 options and plays it far too wide to Sarabia, who's also offside. He should be staying onside, by the way, as well. Wolves got away with it at times during that game, but had chances to just up it a little bit and maybe go for the jugular. They didn't. They'll have to do that in other games. But it's a result that they needed. It's a massive win, and they take a massive step, as I say, to safety.
I know we're on a couple of players. Jorgen Larson, who's got some stick, by the way. He has got some stick from the fans, both home and away. Disappointing performances, and of course, you know, you're going to get criticism at times, but no Mateus Cunha in these 2 games. 4 points from 2 games. Vitor Pereira would have taken that, I guarantee you. And 2 really well taken goals today, both very different goals as well. His second goal was an excellent finish, actually, and his first goal strong. I mean, no one around him, but the way he steered it in, he hasn't given Aaron Ramsdale any chance whatsoever. To give him 2 goals of brace today, almost 10 goals for the season, it's doing the world of good.
On those 2 games, by the way, we said after the Everton game we thought it was a good point regardless, but winning this game makes that an even bigger point, doesn't it? And with Larson, I'm really pleased for him. I really am, because we both felt that there was a really good player in there. He's had some really good moments this season. He has struggled of late. He's gone 7 Premier League games without a goal. Obviously had that injury in between as well. Missed a few chances previously under Pereira, then had some really poor games. But he scored 7 goals before today, and he's made that 9 now. I think that's a very good return for a striker in his first season in the Premier League. Still relatively young as well. And both goals were taken really well. Fantastic cross from Bellegarde, good header, gives Ramsdale no chance. I mean, it's terrible defending. It's absolutely horrendous defending, but it's got to take us in front of you. It's a good goal.
Cross header goal. That's what we haven't seen this season. That's what we have not seen, and that is what I think Vitor Pereira, depending on what they do in the summer, well, he'll need to see more of that. That's what you need quality crosses in, because you know he can finish. He knows where the back of the net is. Exactly, and he knows his angles very very
Yeah,
well.
exactly. You've got to play to players' strengths, and Larson took the goal really, really nicely. And then the second one, as you mentioned, Agnew does brilliantly to win the ball back with a header in the first instance. Wolves flick it on in midfield. Milletzi finds it, plays it to Bellegarde. Very simple pass to Larson. Takes a small nick as it goes through the defender's legs, but it's a really good finish. Darted into the bottom corner, and that wins Wolves the game. Wolves deserved to win today, but they were almost their own worst enemy at the end. I'm pleased for Larson. That'll do him the world of good, and Wolves are in a very, very strong position.
Yeah, and good going to the international break as well.
Massive,
with 2 big games, of course. And let's be honest, if you can get positive results, let's say another 4 points in the next 2 games, it's all over.
You would think so, yeah. West Ham, then Ipswich, isn't it? Yeah. So that Ipswich game, I know them losing today was massive. It still feels like a big game in the circumstances, but it becomes much less of a big game after today's win, and with them losing again. Wolves are that gap is healthy enough to stay up, in my opinion. But if they can do anything these next 2 games, it's probably done and dusted.
Southampton 1, Wolves 2. For the post-match reaction, make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.